Hello everyone. In the previous sections, we discussed the analysis of transient response in series RL, RC, and series RLC circuits for DC input. So now let us now study the transient analysis of series RL, RC, and RLC circuits for AC input. So as AC input is nothing but a sinusoidal input. So hence the AC transient analysis is called as transient analysis for sinusoidal inputs. So similar to same DC transient analysis. So now we will first discuss the AC analysis of RL and then RC, then followed by the RLC circuit. Now consider a series RL circuit driven by an AC voltage V cos omega t plus pi, or we can take a sin omega t plus pi, no problem. And we are connecting one switch S and it is operating at t equal to 0. So where V is the amplitude of that waveform and pi is the phase angle for the given voltage source V equal to cos omega t plus pi. So after the switching action takes place, means before t equal to 0 minus, the switch S is open. We know that inductor current is 0, that's why we can say I of 0 minus is 0. So immediately after switch S is closed at t equal to 0, inductor never allows sudden changes in the current, that's why you will get the current I of 0 plus also 0. So after the switching has taken place, applying Kirchhoff voltage law to the circuit, so the voltage V cos omega t plus pi is equal to R into I of t plus L into di of t by dt. Let us assume this is the equation 1. And we can rearrange this equation: d into I of t by dt plus R by L into I of t is equal to V by L into cos omega t plus pi. So for the above equations, the solutions consist of two parts, namely we already discussed for the transient analysis for DC excitation. Those solutions we can call it as a complementary function and particular integral. So the complementary function of the solution is given as ICF is equal to K1 into e power minus R by L into t. So the particular solution can be obtained by using the undetermined coefficients like IPI is equal to A into cos omega t plus pi plus B into sin omega t plus pi. So if you take the differentiation for this, I dash pi is equal to minus A omega sin omega t plus pi plus B omega cos omega t plus pi. After taking the, we are assuming the particular integral is like this equation. I am taking the differentiation of this. So if you substitute the I of t in the equation in the equations here, wherever the equation is given, here it is di of t by dt, there we have to substitute this equation. In the I of t place we have to substitute this equation. So if you substitute those equations, we will get minus A omega into sin omega t plus pi. Why? Because here it is having differentiation. So first I am substituting this term, next in the place of I of t I am substituting this term. So minus A omega sin omega t plus pi plus B omega cos omega t plus pi is the first term, plus R by L into same particular integral solution, whatever the solution we have here, A cos omega t plus pi plus B sin omega t plus pi is equal to same, we have whatever the equation V by L into cos omega t plus pi. So now we have to rearrange this equation and comparing sine term and cosine term. By that we will get the solutions. So after comparing sine terms and cosine terms, we will get minus a omega plus b into r by l is equal to 0. This is one equation, and another equation is b omega plus a into r by l equal to v by l. So after solving these two equations, we will get a equal to v into r by r square plus omega l whole square, and b is equal to v into omega l by r square plus omega l whole square. So if you substitute a and b in the equation, the particular integral will become v into r by r square plus omega l whole square into cos of omega t plus pi is the one part, and next v into omega l by r square plus omega l whole square into sine of omega t plus pi is the another part. So now putting some constants like something k2 into cos pi is equal, in the place of v omega l terms, I am substituting with another variable, k2 into cos pi in the place of v into r by r square plus omega l whole square, and k2 into sin pi in the place of v into omega l by r square plus omega l whole square. That's why when you take the ratio, tan pi will become omega l by r, where the pi equal to tan inverse omega l by r. So if you take the squares either sides, it will become k2 square equals sin square theta plus cos square theta will become 1. So ultimately we will get v square by r square plus omega l whole square after taking either sides the square. Then the k is equal to v by r square plus omega l whole square square root. Now substitute all these analysis in the particular integral solution to minimize that equation. We will get I particular integral is equal to v by r square plus omega l whole square into cos of omega t plus pi plus tan inverse omega l by r. So this is the complete particular solution, and now we know that the complete solution of the series RL circuit is I complementary plus I particular integral. So what we assumed for complementary function, k1 into e power minus r by l into t plus particular integral, we got the solution v by r square plus omega l whole square square root cos of omega t plus pi plus tan inverse omega l by r. Now if you apply the initial conditions, at t equal to 0 the current is 0, that's why we get the constant k1 is equal to minus v by r square plus omega l whole square cos of, in the place of t we are substituting as 0, pi plus tan inverse omega l by r. So this is completely k value. So in the place of k we have to substitute this equation. Then the complete solution I of t for transient analysis of series RL circuit for AC excitation is, in the place of k1 we have to substitute minus v by r square plus omega l whole square cos of pi plus tan inverse omega l by r into e power minus r by l into t is one term, plus as it is this equation continuation, v by r square plus omega l whole square into cos of omega t plus pi plus tan inverse omega l by r. So this is the way we have to follow if you want to take down the transient response or analysis of the series RL circuit for AC excitation. So what are the things actually we did in the derivation part? We are assuming series RL circuit that is excited with AC source at t equal to 0. Simply we are applying KVL, and the solution is having two functions, complementary and particular functions. So for that we assumed based on the mathematical differential equations particular and complementary solutions, and we derived and we got a and b values. After that we minimized the equation and we got this is the complete solution, current response of the series RL circuit.